You can be the only one that got graphics.
Hey, everybody. Let me get it up on my screen.
Was that a prank? You had the wrong camera up?
No, it was not a prank.
Hey, everybody.
All right.
Which one of these are tag people?
The ad. I think, no. See what this one is.
You can be the only one that got graphics.
Try this one.
Hey, everybody.
Now I got extra stuff going.
Let me get it up on my screen.
Was that a prank? You had the wrong camera up?
No.
There we go. New technology.
So since we got to sit kind of close.
Yeah.
Don't start nothing.
So, hey, everybody. So, let me know. Well, I know you can hear us because I just heard it on the feedback, right?
Hello, welcome to.
I'm going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us on Speak On It. I'm Miss Nikila.
And I'm Mr. Majors.
We want to thank y'all for joining us today. Thank you, everybody who's already on. Let's see. Shonday and them. And yeah,
hey, Kimberly.
It's like 13 others watching with you. And then Kim and Rachel and Dennis.
So we trying something new. So we're going to try to add graphics and everything. So if you want to, jump off of my live because I don't have it set up. And get on her live and you can see the new technology working.
That we have.
I'm taking one for the team.
Let me tell you.
I like people on my live.
And it's only because he knows that we're working with the new system, so it's on the computer. It's no longer on the phone when it comes to mine. So that's why it's kind of dark. So we'll work that out because I got the old electrician here. What?
How am I supposed to do that with a laptop?
You're going to set the lights. Maybe the lights will make it brighter. Hey, so y'all, I'm checking the comments on my phone. So just make sure you guys say what's up. Y'all awfully quiet.
Can y'all hear us?
Can y'all hear us okay and everything on the new live stream? See our new little graphics.
Ooh.
New year, new us.
Ah.
New year, new us. We're trying to do it right. But that don't mean that you can't enjoy this other live over here with Mr. Majors.
I was in my thinking tank.
Oh, in your thinking chambers?
Yeah, in my thinking chambers. I want them to understand how transparent we are.
Uh-huh.
So I got a question.
Oh, no.
I mean, a serious question, but to me, I think it's kind of funny.
Kim said it's too dark. You go ahead and tell your story while everybody keeps joining us. I'm going to see if I can do something about the lights.
Well,
go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I wanted you to be here.
I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm listening.
Okay. So, am I the only one that is scared to poop in a public restroom? Seriously speaking, I'm not even drunk. I even haven't had a drink of cranberry juice yet. So, am I the only one that's scared to poop in a public restroom because I don't know what kind of movement I'm going to have? I mean, just saying, like, to me, if I eat cake, it's just like a never-ending wiping. Seriously, I mean, for real.
We got a low budget studio action going on right now. Does that help at all, Kim? Can y'all see us enough? And then
if
next
anything,
week
I
we'll
would
work
say
on
from
it.
the front, because from the back it's gonna cast a shadow on our face.
Okay, so let's see. Go ahead, keep talking. Y'all keep talking about y'all poop problems.
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering, because like at home, I will sometimes I hold it till I get home so I know I can properly cleanse myself. I mean, seriously, do you ever hold it just so because you don't know what kind of?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a little better.
So,
everybody, am I the only one?
Hey, what up, Pete?
And I want it to be to where y'all are people, so we should be able to conversate and pass information amongst each other.
Pam said, no, hey, cuz I'm watching football. I love it, but not a Colts fan. Kim said, no. That was Pam when she was just talking about watching football, I think, or something.
Cuz, you watching football? The Colts played. They won yesterday.
That was yesterday's game. Yeah, I don't have a problem. I made Mr. Majors drink. Let's watch him drink it. What is wrong with him?
Not bad.
Pretty strong.
Yes, very.
Somebody gonna get it taken advantage of tonight.
Who? Me?
Uh-huh. So it'll say, P said, I don't care if I gotta go, I gotta go. You hear me? Now if I just gotta go, I'm gonna go.
But yeah, if you gotta go, you gotta go. But does what type it is
influence whether or not you're gonna go?
Whether you're gonna go or not. You know, depends on what you've been eating or not.
Kim said she waits till everybody leaves the room. Leaves the restroom.
Oh.
You know what I hate? This wasn't even part of today's show, but you know what I hate is when you got to go to the bathroom and you just go in there, you got to poop, and then you like the bathroom is quiet, then everybody come in. Or then somebody on the phone, and you like, dang on it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I was really about to come in here and get it in, and then now you can't. Because everybody's
I just like
in
when
there.
the work site got a restroom with running water.
Hey, Danielle. Hey, Howard and Pam. Yeah. So that's not really what we're talking about today.
No,
but
that was just a thought that I came across in the thinking chambers.
I will tell you guys that I've learned from experience.
Or a restroom that got cheap toilet paper. I've stopped. I seen that kind of toilet paper. I was like, nope, I hold it.
But and I'm one of those people I can't even like cut it out. Somebody be like, oh, I just got to relieve some pressure. No, I got it. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna just go in there and sit in the Speedway bathroom with my cell phone out. Might as well. Take care of my clothes out.
Why in the toilet? Hey, one time I went into a restroom. It was so filthy I had to unroll toilet paper on the floor. So,
that is so nasty.
I'm just saying.
You didn't want your pants to touch it.
It was so nasty. I didn't even want to step on the floor. I had to go and.
Hey, Foster.
So I had stuff all lined up around the toilet, the rim of the toilet, and all on the floor. And I felt bad but it was nasty. You know, they had to clean it anyway, but it was nasty.
Girls, we have to be careful when we go to the bathroom. Even if you squatting, you got to kind of pull your pants leg out so it don't rub onto the toilet. Because, our stuff can, like, catch like that. You know what I'm saying? Or lean up against it. I don't want nothing touching nothing.
Yeah.
Poop is not what we're talking about today.
No. Just in my thinking chamber.
That was what he wanted to talk about.
I wanted to be transparent so, they can ask us any question. Because
you want to feel comfortable.
Yeah. You talk about people pooping, that's, like, very, very personal.
It is.
So.
I like the Charmin commercials that make it okay to go.
With the bear that don't wear underwear and
worried about clean underwear. Anyway, our first shirt for the new year. It's our first one. We're so excited. And so we are trying out new technology. If you are a friend of mine and you can jump onto my live stream, I'll tag Stacy in it. Then jump onto my live stream. Now it is darker, so that is something that we'll take care of. We're still a learning, kind of a.
Yeah, on her live feed, she has the cool graphics.
Only reason I can't do his because I haven't figured it out yet. But he knows as soon as I can figure it out, because I will figure some stuff out.
Y'all should have seen when we came on. She had me just all the way out the frame.
Oh my goodness!
I was in the frame about like this. I had to tell her to turn around. Then we getting out at church, and she left.
Hey, Toma, because we're supposed to be there at like 2:30, and it was 2:50.
Hey, I'm gonna put you on blast. I seen her get in trouble today.
For what? What was I doing?
Was it yesterday or today?
It was yesterday.
She got in trouble yesterday at church for popping her gum.
So shout out to City of Hope Community Church because we got our new location this week. We moved in to our new location, and so now it's
56th Street.
Yeah, on 56th Street.
We don't know that that's like 107.
106.
107. It's 107, 106, 107.
It's like 106.7 because that's the radio station. Yeah. And there's another number missing behind that.
It's close to
White Castles.
German Church Road on 56th Street.
Hey Jackie, hey Winnie. Yeah. So we were at the church and we were doing the walkthroughs and stuff like that. And I was going to town on that gun. And then one of the mothers turned around and was like,
No, what
they got me a couple times.
One brought in another one, so it was two of them.
They got me.
So one was like, "Who was popping that gun?" And the other one sitting next to her was turned around like,
yeah. I got checked. And then this morning, I don't know if you've seen it, but a mother she was up in the pulpit, and she seen me popping. She pointed at me. I was like, I'm not popping it. She seen me chewing. She looked at me like, I see you got that gum. So Pam said the Eagles are 10, Bears are 15, fourth quarter.
Look at them coats.
Yeah, I knew you wanted to represent today.
Coats showed up and showed out. I seen a meme that said the Houston Texans was playing
Dana got us. 10607 East 56th Street, Indianapolis. 46235. Come and visit us one Sunday. 8 o'clock service. We won't be at a lot of 8 o'clock services. No, 10 o'clock
10
service.
10 o'clock we'll be there live
and in living color. Come join us.
Yeah, man. I drive over the weekend and
he's not gonna do it much longer. Though.
Yeah, I'm not. But driving over the weekend, so Sunday morning I usually come in about 6 or 7ish sometime, and trying to take a nap to get back up to go to church this morning. I was drained. But we made it to church. We made it there.
3 services today, which is I haven't done that in a long time.
That's my first time ever doing it. This is my first time ever doing a second service.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's old school right there. You being there for Sunday school, then you got morning service, and then you got that little break in the middle where you go and have coffee and donuts at the little cafeteria, and then you go and you have the evening service. And if you get lucky, you might get the chicken dinner or something like that, and there might be another service. That's old school right there.
Nah, that wasn't mine. We used to get there probably 8 or 9. Mm-hmm. It was a small church, so it was only like 5 kids that would go to Sunday school while the regular service went on, and it was like till 1, 2, about 2 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So by 12 after Sunday school, I had my head on my brother's shoulder, and he'd be going,
"Wake up, wake up." Grandma had one rule in the house: you do whatever you want to do, but come Sunday school time, your tail better be up, clean, and ready to walk at that door for Sunday school. So Pam says, "I like the Charmin Bears commercial, especially Baby Bear. Love you guys." 106.7. You talking about? Oh no, yeah, we were talking about the address. We got that all taken care of. Yeah, well, so we started off with a different kind of an icebreaker today. Transparent moment with Mr. Majors.
That was a pre-icebreaker. And it was just.
No, we didn't meet at church.
There was sometimes you think, or am I the only one that thinks this? So I just wanted to know if I'm the only one that thought that.
Yeah, you could come, Pam. Yeah, we definitely can accommodate you. And then Dana asked if we meet at church. No.
Who, me and you?
Yeah.
No, we met in the hood.
We met when we were in, it's funny that we about to talk about what we about to talk about. And then when I met Stacey, so me and Stacey are only 2 years behind each other.
She's about to throw me under the bus, okay?
We 2 years behind each other, but we met in school, actually. And so we were in, middle school.
When we looked up?
Yeah, but we known each other since, 4th grade?
Yeah, about 4th grade.
Yeah, so it's been since 4th grade. He was my very first, we was each other's very first love and first boyfriend and girlfriend, first serious relationship.
First everything.
First everything. Everything. So, and then we hooked back up it's been 3 years now?
Just about.
About 3-4 years. City of Hope was already open.
Yep.
So we in 2 years pushing the 3 years. Is that right?
Yes, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
We just got married last year, so. But, yeah, so that's our story. But we've been together for a while.
Football and cheerleader, type deal, so.
We had the little, we were
King and
Queen of the little 8th grade dance type stuff. We were the it couple back then. So. Who's older?
In our eyes, anyway.
He's my sugar daddy, Dana.
I'm a splendid daddy. Sweet and low.
Pete Pierce said 7th grade. Oh, and Kim said 2.5 years. Kim, you own it. We love it. Thank you very much. That's what friends are for right there. She remembered it was like everybody from our old school days were like, yes. If Nikki and Stacy get back together, we know love is real. You won't even, and it's not even like bragging or nothing like that. It's not even, I'm not even being funny, but like when we got back together, people were like, now I know that there's hope. You know what I'm saying? But last year was really the year of like first loves reconnecting.
Yeah,
I had a lot of friends who did
we had
that.
a friend that broke down in tears on the phone when we told her.
She was like, "Ooh, I'm so happy." I'm like, "Wow, girl, calm down." You said your drink? Yeah, I made this drink for him.
She made my cranberry juice.
So anyway, so I'm again, if you're on Stacy's Live, that is awesome. You guys can stay there if you would like. I do have some new graphics that we are doing, and so it might not be perfect. I'm learning it, and we'll get better. We'll get better with the lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Because my electrician who lights a spark in me is gonna light some lights up in this room so we can get some good lighting up in
More than
here.
a spark messing with this one.
I'm telling you, you either gonna lay it out or fall out. That's what's about to happen after this drink.
Wow.
Kim said I cried too when I heard you got back together.
Really?
Kim is so sweet. She gets married next year, one day before our anniversary. Yep. Let's see, what are your service hours, etc. Okay, so the City of Hope service hours are
8 o'clock,
8 o'clock,
10
o'clock, and that's it.
And that's it. Only 2 services.
So 8 and 10.
We only had 3 today for the
for the inaugural. Is that the right? I said the right word. Inaugural service.
And cuz Pam,
What's
I'm
in the
gonna tell
drink?
you might want to try the 8 o'clock service because the 10 o'clock service was off the chain. I mean, it was so packed.
Yeah.
It was packed. It was packed. So
here's the deal, Pam. If you want to come and you're going to come to the 8 o'clock, let us know and we'll meet you there at the 8 o'clock. We'll come to 8 o'clock for you. Or if anybody comes and says you want to go to the 8 o'clock, we will definitely be there.
And more than likely, we'll be at the 10 o'clock as well. So
yeah, so we usually always be at the 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Dana said, what's in the drink?
Cranberry juice.
Vodka and cranberry juice. That's how they said vodka in the...
About this, she put about this. That's even...
Let me tell y'all. So here's the cup, right? I put it up to the Vinatieri.
Are you serious?
Is that his name? I put up to the Vinatieri with the special juice, and then I filled the rest of it up to here.
Is that why my eyes are starting to water?
He gonna be out after this show.
I ain't messing with that.
Meanwhile, I just have a little bit of wine.
I gotta get something else to drink.
Go ahead, get you some. Want me to get you some stuff to go in
No,
there?
I get my own drink.
I didn't roof feed my husband.
Pretty much.
All right, so
You cavanaughed me last week. I got a R. Kelly. I'm sorry.
Oh Lord. So today's show, we are talking about our icebreaker. We got a fun little icebreaker that we are about to do. And then we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, the slimy, gross elephant. And if you have not been on Facebook, I don't know where you been, but that's what we're going to be doing. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let me get over here.
You know it get bad. You mix pop with juice.
I have defeated him with the drink today because
I almost pulled one of you and put some ranch in it.
Kim said that's her favorite mixed drink. And then Dana said, drink slowly.
I mean.
Man, he used to make my drinks. He make them so strong, my head start hurting like instantly.
Nah, because when we first got together, she'd be, oh, I can drink. I'll drink you up under the table. So her birthday hit. She was no good. I was poked in the eye like numerous times. My shirt was stretched out from the dance floor. Yeah.
I had a good time too.
Yeah, she had a good time.
See, here's the thing. And here's something we have to talk about on the show one day. Maybe. We talk about it now either way. So when men hear a woman get drunk and say she gonna turn up and this and that, they thinking probably sexual. Like, oh, she gonna get drunk. Yeah, she about to be wild and swinging around the pole. No, but if I get birthday drunk, which is I don't usually get, if it's a birthday drunk, then ain't nothing gonna happen. By the time I've never.
Now wait a minute.
I had never had that experience on my birthday. I had never really been with anybody, so I get drunk and pass out.
Now wait a minute. I wasn't thinking dirt. She was coming on to me. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I started the car up. Look over. She's out of it.
One year, baby Matt ain't on the show. Hey Faith, hey William, and then it was at Denise. and Monica. So my baby brother. So me and my brother Justin, we share the same birthday. We are 5 years apart. We got the same birthday, and then our sister Candace. Her birthday is the day after ours, and she's a stepsister, so it just happened to kind of like fall in place.
Who?
Candace.
Yep, her birthday is right behind.
Her birthday. So for a while we was like all celebrating it together, and so we had a keeper. We all invited a friend who was our designated driver. You know what I mean? Kind of like a handler for the night. And one year, baby Matt was mine. That's my brother. He's the baby brother. He was like. So at one point I'm dancing at the club, and this is when the club down on 86th Street was open. It was like a 3-story building. It was open, and I'm dancing. I'm having a good time. You know, you get drunk, you feel like you're the best dancer in the room. So apparently somebody came and tucked me, and Matt was like, "No, get off of my sister," and everybody else was like, "Leave her alone. She's fine." So I woke up the next morning. I had money in my bra. I went to lunch with the money in my bra. Me and Janae did. And then he was trying to get me home, and I was crying. It was like 12 stairs. I'm climbing up the stairs like, "No, just leave me here. Just leave. I can't make it." He was like, "Oh my God, if you don't get up the stairs."
That sounds about right.
I woke up like fully dressed, shoes and everything. Like, I understand he didn't want to take my clothes off. That's cool. I was like, "Dude, you could at least kick my shoes off for me." Anyway, this is Drunk Confessions by Miss Nikila.
That's what we ought to make a confessional.
Yeah.
Hey,
can y'all see us okay? I'm sorry it's so dark. Are you too much against taking the shade off of that?
No.
Can you take the shade off and see if that might help? All right, and then we about to get to today's icebreaker. He's gonna rig up some lighting for us. Oh, that helped almost just a little bit. Go ahead and yep.
It helped almost just a little bit.
Almost just a little bit. Oh man, here goes that story. And then Pam says, "How long you been in ministry?" Well, let me tell you what happened. No, probably. So I've had my women's ministry, Hagar's Fountain of Hope. It's been about 10 years, maybe at this point, 9-10 years. So about that long. It's for women, a women's ministry. If you didn't know. After I've told my drunken story, now I feel shame.
Change subject.
Today's icebreaker. Let's get to it. So hold on one second. Let me get. All right. So this is our icebreaker for today. If you are over on Mr. Major's live feed, then you can definitely come on over to my live feed. We got the graphics and stuff like that. So you can just kind of see the new stuff that we got going on. Once I can figure out how to tie his in as well, then we'll really be popping. What I'm thinking we'll have to do, listen, is we'll really probably have to go through our speak on it page.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to really go through our speak on it page. So anyway.
So if y'all jump over, y'all see how it changes. Got the words come up and
our
everything.
Icebreaker and stuff like that. Yeah, got our name and stuff on there.
She been putting in work.
I've been trying, y'all. I've been working hard. So here's our icebreaker. This is just a little meme thing that I'm doing this. Y'all can see me. This is a meme. Just met a young lady who had been married for 16 years. Her husband hasn't taken her on a date in the last 15 years. Mr. Majors, what did you say about that?
Whose fault is that?
Good night, Pam. Need light in front of you, facing you. Yeah, that's what he tried to do with this lamp. Can y'all see me just enough? Let's see. That's a little bit better, ain't it?
I think so.
I think so, too. So.
You just have to work on the floodlights.
Let's see. You have a blessed night, too, Pam.
Yep, bye, cuz. Good night. See you Sunday.
See you Sunday. Whatever Sunday you make it. We hope you make it soon. So that's the break. That's the icebreaker for today. Met a young lady. So this was off of somebody's post. Should I say it? Yeah, Donald. Yeah, it was a public post. I wanted to make sure it was a public post before I said his name.
Put him out there.
Yeah, and it wasn't about him.
It's the statement. So
just a statement.
Yeah,
so
about anybody.
Yeah. So young lady said she had been married for 16 years, but she had only been on a date. She hadn't been on a date in the last 15
years.
So that must mean that one date was the one that got her hooked.
He nailed it that one date. He laid it out.
And she ain't been on a date since. So Mr. Majors was saying, whose fault is it?
Yeah, whose fault is it? Is it hers or is it his?
Is that Marianne Robinson? She said, get rid of him. I would probably agree. No?
Yeah,
You don't think so? Whose fault you think it is?
It's,
okay, thanks, Dana.
It depends. It depends. It's been 15 years and he hasn't taken her on a date. Either she ain't been speaking up or he just don't care. If he don't care and she been speaking up, yeah, get rid of him. But if she ain't been speaking up, you
then
know,
you think it's really her fault then.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because y'all good at saying what you want.
Yeah.
Nikki be like, I want to go on a date. No, I want to go on a date.
And
I want to go on a date. Okay.
Let's see. Did they go on dates often before they got married? I wonder, that's something we'd have to our imagination, whether or not they did. But it sounded like, so they've been married for 16.
But that ain't, that's
so they had one date within the time they were married.
That's the same stuff women do. Married women do. I'm about to start some stuff, y'all.
Here we
Fellas,
go.
I'm going to need some backup. Y'all do all this stuff before y'all get married. Then y'all get married and it's like, whew, no breakfast, no lunches, no nothing, none of that. He just flipped the tables.
Are you talking about the fact that I ain't got up and made you lunch?
I ain't saying nothing about you. I ain't saying nothing about you.
Are you trying to tell everybody I ain't made you lunch? Let me fix that like that. There we go.
Marianne said, depends. Wait a minute, where the other one go? Okay. Nikki said her fault for settling. She should demand her worth. True.
Yes, definitely.
If she hasn't been speaking up. Pete said, hi, Nikki.
Make sure you tell Pete hi, Nikki.
Marianne Robinson says, depends why they haven't went. Would he not go?
Or
how's their relationship stale?
Oh, could be stale. These are our questions we would just love to have the answers to. We don't necessarily have the answers to them. Y'all.
Yes, their relationship is stale.
Look at it now. You're making up stuff.
It is.
It is. Technically,
it gotta be because
if
she ain't been on a date in 15 years.
He could be cheating.
Years. When's the last time he seen her dressed up besides maybe church or funerals or something? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it has to have some kind of staleness in there.
Nikki said, "Hey you." I'll just put my own spin on that. She could be like, "Hey you," but I was like, "Hey you."
Hey Nikki.
I just put my whole tone on that. All of y'all business. Hey, big head. All right. She did not say that, Pete. No, she did not say that. Dana said, has she asked him to take her on a date? She should have by now. Now, if he just flat out say no, then she definitely needs to leave him alone. You have to ask for what you want. A closed mouth don't get fed. A to the man.
But on the other hand, he should have been like, here, I'm going to take you out. It's been some times I said that to you. Mm-hmm. You know, hey, let's go out. Let's put your red dress. You know, but
we have an active dating life. You know what I'm saying? We have a very active dating life. We stay doing something. Most days we doing something. What? This drink is too strong. I did that to myself. Mm-hmm. You need them here for an interview, right?
Right, yeah.
We got some questions and we need some answers. I wish I knew who the person was. I'm going to do some investigative work, y'all. We're going to get them on the show.
Nikki said we all need to put an effort 50-50.
Yes.
True. So I can't blame him because he probably didn't say, hey, let me take you out.
He probably don't want to take her out.
Where was our last date? I mean, it really wasn't a date. We just called it a date. It was a White Castle or something.
When?
Couple of weeks. Was it a couple of weeks? Where we go last week?
Where were we going? Last week? Last weekend was last weekend was New Year's Eve. So we was in. And then...
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
We had fun on New Year's. A day is a movie, picnic at the park, walk around the canal. And I wonder if they've done in that. I mean, sometimes couples get stuck in that like little
Yeah, Pete
We
said
usually
if they
don't.
haven't been on a date in 15 years, then what they doing?
Right, like, why are we even together? Just to get some fresh laundry?
Right.
And I suck at laundry, so I'd be in big
sounds like
trouble.
you know what? Actually, that sounds like a business.
Yeah.
That
An arrangement.
That sounds just like a business.
Yep. So we can kind of agree that it's probably both of their fault on that one.
Yeah.
So
we can't point the blame at either one.
yeah. So then the next topic that we had, which could go in all different ways. So let's just preface this with, our views stated here are not those solely expressed by Speak On It Industries. I don't know. I'm just making up something. But, we're going to talk about a big topic to stay relevant, I guess you could say. And it's about relationships, and it's pretty important. But I respect each other, and I'll try not to, get all hyped up and anything like that, because I'm an arguer.
Dana said too comfortable being lazy.
Getting
lazy. Yes.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you haven't been on Facebook much, or if you haven't been just, in black people land, whether it be black Twitter or black Facebook land.
I didn't know there was I told you was a Trumper.
What, black Twitter?
Black land.
Black land. Well, I mean, mostly black people are talking about.
That sounds like something your president will say.
Whatever.
Get back to black land.
He gonna put a border around black neighborhoods next. If he can't get the Mexican border wall, he gonna get the black border wall. We all gonna be pushed down to one area. We probably have to all go down south.
Yeah.
All brown people down below. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about.
Wait a minute.
What?
If you're beyond this shade, okay.
It's gonna be a little card that they gonna put up to your skin. Well, you gotta go. Half of my family be separated. One of my kids, she looked like she was white when she was born. So black land, I'm just saying, white people probably aren't talking about it as much.
Yeah.
Unless you have a lot of black people down your timeline. But the R. Kelly, so we did not watch it. Let's just preface it with that. We did not watch it.
Right.
I don't even have a desire to.
To me, that R. Kelly special was like straight out of Compton to me. Mm-hmm.
Because you lived it.
You lived through it. We know everything just about everything that's happened in this man's life, and I knew just about everything that happened in NWA and, in their career. So I didn't care about watching it. That kind of, I just didn't care. So I didn't watch it.
I didn't even know it was coming out until I seen all the comments on Facebook. But what's been interesting to me and what we wanted to kind of, just talk about, have open and honest conversations, about is, there were so many different issues. Mm-hmm. First issue we want to talk about is who is really to blame in those situations. So if you don't know, for some reason, that, this R. Kelly special talking about his relationship with the young girls, with some of the older women. I
didn't even know there was older women.
I think there were some of age women, like 18, 19.
The one he was married to.
Yeah, I think
Did
so.
we watch that special?
Yeah, we watched that special like on 2020
we just came
somewhere.
across it, so.
Yeah. But just the whole conversation's been around like pedophilia, a lot of victim shaming. Huh?
Maybe he's a Republican.
Oh my gosh, don't offend our Republican friends.
Okay.
We might have some Republican friends. I would venture to say a lot of our Decatur friends might be, but not because of racist reasons.
Not okay. Okay.
But because of money reasons.
Yeah.
Some people are Republicans because of money, not because of racism.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, then it comes all the way down to that. Dana said, got sick in the first 10 minutes, haven't watched the whole thing. Yeah, we haven't watched the whole thing either.
We ain't even watched the beginning.
No, my questions is the conversations
What's
around
up, Chris?
Like victim shaming. At what point do we draw a line from victim shaming? And what I mean by that is, so you had young girls like Aaliyah. Aaliyah was how old, like when they got married?
15 or 16.
15 years old, maybe. And her parents would have had to have signed off on that.
Yeah.
So you got a young girl like Aaliyah. And then you had other girls who, apparently their parents let them go be with R. Kelly so they can pursue their career.
And probably because it's just R. Kelly.
Right. So you're like, oh, yeah, you're going to go and be famous and this and that and this and that. And then so people like, the parents are to blame or the little girls were being fast. Can we really blame little girls? Little girls, not meaning like babies, but like, let's say teenagers and up. Can we blame them for when a grown man does something to them?
I'm gonna be honest, and we talked about this the other day. You can you can take that pie and divide it up and put everybody to blame. You can blame the girl, because she knows, all the information out today.
Ashley.
She knows when she's messing with a 34-year-old. The parents, you can blame them because they know this man is 30. He looks 40. What are you doing interested in my daughter? They still live at home and wear pajamas.
What you mean, Dana? They did. It's about to get loud. She don't know that we're recording, so my daughter gonna come through the door in just a minute.
Then you got the man to blame because he knows she's young. So I think it's just like a divided pie, and everybody just eat a piece of it because it's all y'all to blame.
He stays down. The dog is just doing what he wants to do. He said it's a new year. I'm doing me. If I want to go up the stairs, I'm going up the stairs. So anyway, totally off topic. I don't. So let's see. Kim says, no, the parents are to blame. Dana said, I don't think we could blame the girls. I honestly don't think we can blame the girls either. And here's why. Because they could be fast. A girl could be fast. She can be fast all she wants. But at the end of the day, it is the grown man who decides on what he gonna do. Because a fast girl is just a fast girl. It's just a fast girl. She could be just sitting, you know what I'm saying? She's just gonna be sitting in her bedroom being fast. But that doesn't mean that somebody has to take advantage of them. And they should know better.
Understandably. But when you were 16... Would you know if a 34-year-old was hitting on you?
But he was not 34 when they were talking.
I'm just saying. I'm just using the age.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Did you know that was wrong? Would you know that was wrong, or would you be caught up in what he can buy you and where he can take you?
If I'm young, I would be caught up in what he can buy me. I had older.
Right,
you hate to hear these stories, but I had older guys who were interested in me.
But I mean, you still, at the end of the day, you still knew it was wrong.
But
that's where I say.
Men are the men should protect
some of the blame on them too.
They are very immature, been there. They know, but they don't know better, and it's very confusing. And I think so. I think it could be confusing too. I think at the end of the day, it's the man. Can we put some of the blame on the parents? Yes, because you have to have some kind of boundaries around your kids. You have to have some kind of boundaries.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna ask my daughter where she going, who she going with, and. So somebody made one good point today about that portion. So let's take it to just the kids. Somebody said parents sent their kids to Larry Nassar in pursuit of, so they could pursue their dreams of being a gold medal gymnast. Mm-hmm. They just sent their kids. They just sent them. They didn't know Larry Nassar, and I think I'm saying this right. And Larry Nassar is the doctor. I think he was a doctor or a therapist or something like that for the gymnastic league, and he had got in trouble for raping like a bunch of girls. But they were saying white people would send their kids to Larry Nassar, and it was okay. But when black people sent their kids to R. Kelly to pursue a recording career, there was, they horrible parents. They were wrong. They were this or that. When at the end of the day, you didn't know neither one of them men. Mm-hmm. Both men still ended up taking advantage of the girls, but how many conversations do we have? And this is not about race for me. It's never really about race, but I'm going to say this with that Larry Nassar part. How many conversations did we have victim shaming during the gymnastic trials? None. Nobody was like, them girls was being fast in them little bitty swimming suits, all gapping their legs, all open all over the place, and this and that. And it was black girls and white girls that got abused by Larry Nassar, so that wasn't an issue. But how many people had a conversation of victim shaming when it was such a diverse group of girls getting molested? But then here these girls are getting molested by R. Kelly, and now it's just a bunch of victim shaming and parent shaming. And then here these parents from the gymnastics were like, oh, poor Bill and Cindy, because,
now
she got molested, and we not parent shaming. And they sent their daughter just willy-nilly out here with these people. I don't know. That's a little something thing, but we didn't have these conversations. I'm making a Facebook post later. Dana said she'll be fast with boys her own age. Nichelle said can't completely, and you know we talking about fast girls, and yeah, so it'll be some little boy that's ready to take advantage of her. You know, be fast with the little boys, because then the boys are being fast too.
Mm-hmm.
Stacy was fast.
I was not.
Yes, he was.
I was a perfect gentleman.
He waited for her, but he was coming for it too. Anyway, can't completely blame the parents either, because how many of us did things our parents told us not to?
Yeah, yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Let me make sure my hand is in the camera. He would make fun of my little finger. We'll put this hand up. Let's see. At that age, girls don't care as long as he had money and fame. And they were seeking after the same thing. Really? They were seeking after the same. It's sad. Let's see. When I was 16, a grown man did try to hit on me, and I was very confused. It didn't feel right, but others around accept it and say it's okay. Nothing happened, but still, I don't know what. But still, I didn't know what to do or who to tell. And a grown man did not have money, but up until that point, he was an authoritative figure. So what was I supposed to do? I know now, but I didn't then. That's pretty true. Do you think that sometimes... Because, I mean, and we don't talk about that kind of stuff. Do you think sometimes the men might have... So one of the arguments for R. Kelly was that he was molested when he was young. So
he seeks out young girl. I don't think that's an excuse.
You don't think that's a valuable excuse?
I don't, because I grew up darker in here. Kind of, well, basically fatherless. And that don't mean I left my kids to be fatherless. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to hurt somebody that hurt? Because you've been hurt. So I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with that. And that's one reason why I leave, like, artists, music artists. I can like their record. I can care less about if they crazy or not. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly, you gotta say put out good music.
Hey, Garland.
What's up, G? And he put out good music, and that's where I left it. He you know, these people are humans like everybody else. You know, they get caught up in stuff just as well as non-recording artists do. You know, that's on him. But did he put out good music? Yeah. Did Michael Jackson put out? I was in love with Michael Jackson, his music. But was he a molester? Yeah, I don't know. Was he wrong? If he was, yeah, he was. But that's not the life that I follow. You know, so
a lot of people say
what up, DC?
When you so with R. Kelly, a lot of different places agreed to not play his music anymore, like Pandora and Spotify and places like that. Because I mean, at the end of the day, when you buy their music, you still supporting them in a way. You
supporting their music, not their personal life.
They get that money.
Well,
we supported some girl.
You can
living in his basement.
You can like their music, but not like what they're doing behind the music in their own home or behind closed doors, basically.
So you still support them?
I don't.
When you buy a record?
When I buy a record, it's because I like. When I download a record, because I like the music, not the personal life that they live in. You see what I mean? Like, I like football. Do I agree with all the football stars do when they're off field? No. But I like to see them play football. You know?
Garland said right.
So, I mean, it's their public life and their personal life. Whitney Houston. Love their music.
Hey, Ebony.
Love Whitney Houston.
Don't you come for Whitney.
See? Did I like the fact that
Dana said, "Hey, don't bring MJ into this."
I mean, it's the same thing.
Don't nobody say nothing about my Whitney.
Hey, I'm a true MJ fan to the fullest. But if he was molesting kids, no, I don't like that.
What you got to say about Whitney?
I loved her music. Whitney Houston is Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is like
ain't saying nothing about
is like Aretha
Whitney
Franklin.
Houston.
You know what I'm saying? Patti LaBelle. You know, you say Whitney Houston, she's there.
She just made
You know
bad
what I'm
choices
saying?
in men and drugs.
But then who's to say that men put her on drugs? She could have been on drugs way before Bobby Brown. You know?
No,
but I'm saying there's a line between their public life and their personal life. Now, if she came to do a show, do I expect a 100% Whitney Houston? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But after the show, when she's on her own personal time, I wouldn't like that Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? But that's her personal life. That's not her. You see what I mean?
I do in a sense, but
and everybody liked R. Kelly from I Don't See Nothing Wrong. Everybody liked R. Kelly songs.
maybe
from
now
there.
we know why he don't see nothing wrong with it. Cause
But
she
still,
underage,
How many?
backstage.
Let's look it up. How many?
Adolescent.
What was that? Oh Lord!
How you
what was
doing?
that?
Fine.
His CD,
Y'all can
Chocolate
listen to
Factory.
BBD.
His life was in public by the Chocolate Factory album, and I bet you that sold over 100 million copies.
No, MJ, there was no evidence. Let me say, wait a minute, hold on. We got a few comments. Let's see. Dana said, I don't want to listen to R. Kelly anymore, and I was a huge fan. I don't support him anymore. Now, any song with sexual content, I see him with the young girls. I think that's what that says. And then no, MJ, there was no evidence. I kind of feel that way too.
Yeah, there was no evidence with MJ, but I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah, I'm just saying, well, like R. Kelly, like she said, it might still be a good song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Now, in my mind, I'm like, why you don't think it was nothing wrong? Because it was a, you know what I mean? Why was you trying to convince her there wasn't nothing wrong? Because she was a young girl. Like Pastor put on the thing a couple lyrics of other songs, and so like one I posted was BBD. Excuse me. See, that's what you get for eating chocolate and wine at the same time. Heartburn. Anyway, the lyrics to "Do Me." That one part where he say, backstage, underage, adolescent, how you doing? Fine. She replied, I sighed, I like to do the wild thing. So she didn't even say she wanted to do the wild thing. He implied it to her, and then he's like, action took place. He body bagged her. Okay, so we singing it all day long. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's one of our favorite songs. The J, the I, the M, the Y, y'all. I mean, that's one of our favorite parts. But we singing about adolescent girl that he's bagging, you know what I mean? And so then it kind of make you feel funny. For me, I feel funny now. Like if it come on the radio, it's gonna be hard for me to sing.
See
that part.
I couldn't because I started out singing that song, not even thinking about it.
Dana,
You know
I don't believe that. Dana, I believed everything you said until this very moment. No, I'm just playing. Dana said Whitney was on drugs before Bobby. She introduced Bobby to the drugs. No,
it could have been. It could have been.
She probably was.
It could have been. Yeah.
I love Whitney. I cried when she died. I didn't cry when Michael Jackson died. I cried when Whitney died. And
G said
Prince.
And we only
George
know about
Michaels.
their personal life because they are famous. Who knows our personal life?
But the people we talk to.
But the people we talk to.
Yeah, I see it. I can still see it.
DC says, blame the parents also for not keeping an eye on their children hanging out with their grown man.
And we said that, and then I made the argument about how little girls, we send them off to go with the gymnastic coach. Did you wash your hands? With the gymnastics coach, like Larry Nasser. And he ended up taking advantage of the girls. But, you know, the parents paid to send their kids to Larry Nasser and the whole gymnastic league thing because they was hoping for them to end up with the gold medal. And we thought that was okay, cool. Like, nobody victim shamed. That's what I'm going to write my next post about so y'all can jump on it. Nobody victim shamed the parents of the gymnastic kids who sent their kid with a stranger and basically paid to have their kid go. Good money, mind you. And you know what I'm saying? But we don't blame them. We don't blame them people. And you sent your half-naked daughter to him.
See, you know, my daughters didn't go nowhere without me. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't send them, hey,
But you know, it's standard. It's standard in dance and gymnastic classes. It's standard for parents to not be in the back. It's standard practice.
If I can't be with my girls, then they ain't going.
I mean, like if any of y'all parents have ever sent y'all kids to dance or gymnastics, for gymnastics you might be able to look through the window, but for that heavy training and stuff like that, you might send your kids to gymnastics camp for 6 weeks and not see them for the whole summer. And you're not going to go with them for that.
Well, it's something like that. Then they know, they should know to call. You know what I'm saying? People don't raise their kids like we was raised. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We was raised, something go wrong, you call somebody. And you knew, because you knew if I call this person to tell them.
LOL, did you wash your hands? We parents, we catch everything.
You got to stay on them. Just, you got to stay on them.
Middle of the show.
If I call my mom and be like, somebody just did something to me, I'm the National Guard going to be there in about 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But people don't raise their kids like that. They just think, oh, okay, go ahead, honey. Yeah,
but then too, when it comes to stuff like this, some of these situations, and a lot of sexual actions, girls are scared to come forward. And I would be, I would be scared in this generation, especially this generation, because this generation, they victim shame. Off the top, we have drugged these little girls through the mud because we wanted a little girl to make a decision that a grown woman is supposed to make or should make. But we not holding the grown man accountable for what he did to the little girls. Well, but that's victim shaming.
And in my situation, I was holding everybody to a slice of the pie. Him, the kid, and the parents.
I just never think that a kid can be responsible for what an adult.
Because at some point in this whole little situation, you expect Faith to say, "Mama, something's going on."
But 9 times out of 10, she's not, because it's already a confusing situation. I think we were supposed to put trigger warning on, because most women, if you in a room with at least 10 women, probably at least 60-70% of those women have been sexually molested in some way or shape or form. I say I have y'all heard my story? Not at all. And do I ever plan to tell my story? Probably no time soon, because you just kind of get over that stuff and move on. You know what I mean? And you just kind of move on past it. But as you need some help. But as young girls,
see, just like that, she need help opening the ranch bar.
But who had to look at her and tell her she needed the help?
She would have said
her
something.
Mama. It's totally different.
And her mama should have known something. Hey, she's hanging out with this grown man all night. What's going on?
But you still don't know all of what's going on. I'm not saying don't hold the parents accountable, but I'm saying the girls, it's hard to hold the girls accountable. We got some good comments coming in. Let's see.
You're welcome.
Dana said y'all should watch the Whitney documentary. None of it's going to change my opinion of Whitney. No, just playing. I should really watch it. I really do. I understand she was not perfect.
Thanks, Rico.
Let's see. Dana said exactly. Is and was R. Kelly singing about these young girls? That's creepy. That's creepy to me. She said, is or was R. Kelly singing about these young girls? And I said, yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that is kind of creepy.
I'm a little creeped out by that now.
That is. And that was my point earlier. Everybody, by the time Chocolate Factory CD came out.
Baby, grab the cord for it's right there. The black cord for the computer.
By the time Chocolate Factory came out, if everybody didn't agree, he wouldn't have sold that many albums.
Sometimes people don't care.
Yeah, some people don't care.
They didn't care as long as they entertain. Some people don't care. That's why we got a president in the White House. Well, y'all got a president in the White House that can say stuff like grab them by the, you know what I'm saying, the poo nanny,
the kitty,
and that can talk about women like they do, because people just want to be entertained.
Wait a minute.
So.
Okay, left off there.
So you trust these people that are in charge.
And he says, my daughter, no, I'm going to ask questions. Mm-hmm. Rico Vaughn, parents want to be friends with their kids, and that's the problem. That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
He had to step away for a second. I got a couple. I mean, I still love Whitney though. Plus, it's a difference. She was victimizing herself and the immediate family, not destroying others' lives. Very true. Which is probably a whole nother show. And she was a grown woman though too. So, Nichelle said it's grown women that still get manipulated. So IDK, why we think these young girls wouldn't be naive. Same here, but what do we know, right? Let's see. Dana said, but you also may preach to your daughters and son. Tell me anything. Tell me if someone touches you. Yet at 22 years old, my daughter told me of an incident she said she was scared to bring to me. That's so heartbreaking. And it is heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. And especially, like, I watch a lot of Steve Wilkos. And then, like, one time the mother, like, argued the daughter down about being guilty. Then she took the lie detector test, found out she was telling the truth, and that the stepdad or whatever had been molesting her. And, you know, the mother still was upset with the daughter. The mother was upset with the daughter. So, let's see. Oh, Anjanita said, seems like you ready. Seems like you ready. Popping just that age. Let's go to the mall, baby. I'll pick you up around noon, baby. Definitely about his pedophilia. Picking up girls at the mall.
I'll pick you up around noon. That don't mean...
That's skipping school time. Noon.
You pick me up around noon to go to lunch on Fridays?
You be at work.
It don't say where they at.
At the mall. You got
Let's go to the mall. So you was just trying to
manipulating.
Yeah.
In totally other different ways.
I don't know where the comments left off. Friends want to be friends. Okay. Yep. My daughter talks to me, and I hope she always feels comfortable doing so. That was from Jagarland. Parents need to be parents. We still alive, so our parents did something right.
We all halfway crazy.
Bless you, bro. Right on.
Bless you. Also, he met girls at the mall. So
we met girls at the mall.
But he was a grown man.
I understand.
The part of the movie was that's where he picked up some of his victims.
Oh, okay.
Because we didn't watch the movies. We just talking about like some of the conversations that we've been having around it. I did block one person. Let me say this. I blocked one person, and then a lot of these other men's answers have me questioning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have me questioning, not their integrity to say that they would necessarily approach a young girl, but if her booty was big enough and her boobs was big enough, then he gon' hit true. And then blame it on her.
And that's true, because 9 times out of 10, you know, I'm going to say some men, not all or most, some men get it where they can get it.
And and they are in the wrong. Somebody said something real good. She said, what did she say? She said it was wrong. She said, I don't need the cashier to follow me around the store to make sure I'm not stealing, because at the end of the day, I know that it's wrong. So it's something that I'm not going to do. But he knew that it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't need nobody around to tell him it was wrong. He knew that it was wrong. Mm-hmm. And usually victimizers know that it's wrong, but they do it anyway. I'm not saying
he's in the clear. No. I'm just saying that some of the blame should be spread around. Maybe the girl's piece is smaller than the equal size,
Christine
but
and Minister,
some of the blame should be spread around.
Yeah,
it should be definitely spread around. You know, it's not one person's fault. It's some of the girl's fault. Maybe she gets a smaller piece. The parents' fault, a big piece. R. Kelly's fault, a huge piece. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these factors play into this situation.
I think that the victimizer gets the biggest piece. At the end of the day, we are responsible for our own actions.
I mean, to me, that's like,
if y'all just joined us, if y'all just joined us, thank you for joining us. We are talking about the R. Kelly issue. We're not necessarily talking about the movie as much. We're just talking about victim shaming, who's to blame, parents. Is there a difference? You know, I say that, you know. Oh Lord, I made Mr. Major's drink today. And it was pretty strong. So he's feeling pretty good.
Pretty strong. Hell, it was damn strong.
Where Kathy at with the cuss bucket? Dang it. For the new year.
Damn is not a cuss word.
I don't know. We got a pastor on the line, Minister
Dude.
Kendall.
What's up, Minister Kendall?
He's El Marie's. I don't know if they're ex-husband, estranged husband.
Okay.
I don't know if they divorced. Ex together, maybe.
But you know what? We married.
El Marie, but that's who that's connected to. Anyway.
So, I forgot where I left off. So, okay, so who's to blame?
Some vodka.
Who's to blame here?
And some
Okay.
cranberry juice.
When people go running down the Monine Trail at 9 o'clock at night when the sun is down and they get mugged, whose fault is it? The mugger or the person putting themselves in that situation?
Mugger's fault.
It's the person sitting in that situation.
It was dumb of them to put themselves into the situation,
So
but at the end of the day,
it's some of their fault
still
too.
the mugger. I mean, they got to take personal responsibility
some of their fault too.
for not using common sense.
Exactly.
But why I can't run down the Monine Trail in the middle of the night if that's when I got to exercise? Why you got to come and mug me?
Because there's possibility of muggers on the Monine Trail.
Possibility everywhere. But you're right, though. It's common sense. Let me see. Hold on. And it said, what did you do as a teen that your parents still don't know about? Plenty.
Huh?
What did you do as a teen that your parents still don't know about?
Ha!
Plenty.
Moving on, somebody made a comment. She said,
No,
seeing
this
that
is-
when I was at the mall.
At the mall. Seen
And
that
R.
when
Kelly.
I was at the mall, and R. Kelly has told y'all where his mind was at his albums. I think it's just
On his album.
typo.
Okay.
Typo.
So Jagarland said, "What you drink, bro?" She made me some cranberry and vodka.
Thank you, regardless. Now
Vodka and cranberry because
Vodka.
it's what?
Now it's the muggers. It's the muggers' fault. At the end of the day, the person committing the crime is the person at fault.
But you have to put some of the blame on the person putting themselves in that situation.
Personal responsibility, yes, there is a level, but then
And
we can
that's
say
all I'm
things
saying.
like, no, then we can say things like, what was a woman wearing when she got raped? It don't matter if she was booty butt naked. If she was standing on the subway, booty butt naked, it does not give anybody the right to grab on her or to
It doesn't.
It don't make
You're right.
sense,
You're right.
but
it doesn't.
it's still the
But
person's
why
fault.
why would she put herself in that situation?
The why don't matter. The why don't matter. The why does not matter. At the end of the day, you have a personal responsibility to keep your hands, feet, and all objects to yourself.
You're right, G. You should have. You should be free to go at any time.
Day
But
or night.
why put yourself in that situation?
So what time should I be in the house, babe? When the sun starts to go
be,
down?
Not be in the house. You
Because
don't gotta be. You don't gotta be in the house, but you don't go. You don't go on Skid Row with.
We live on Skid Row down the street.
In LA, there's Skid Row. You don't go down Skid Row holding a McDonald's bag with money hanging out your pocket. Whose fault is it that if you get robbed? The people at
Marika.
Skid Row?
Hold on a second. No, but I mean, that's like, okay, so we live on the far east side, right? So just about every Dollar General and Family Dollar and Dollar Store, Dollar Tree done been hit up this summer. But if I gotta go run and get a bag of chips and it's 8 o'clock, even though it's dark, and then the store get held up, or God rest his soul, the guy who was just at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, that was at night.
I'm gonna say that's not your fault because that's a public. That's plenty of people around. The places I named was Monine Trail. The Monine runs got woods on each side of it. Got a light every 300 feet. That's what I'm saying. There's no way you can tell what's left or right of you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Why put yourself on the Monine Trail at 1 o'clock in the morning and expect not to get robbed?
I just don't want to. I mean, we know it's a possibility. That's true. Let me read some of these comments. The bigger issue is that his entourage allowed this to keep going on. His entourage allowed it to keep going on. The documentary put the spotlight on how the community ignores this. He got away because it's so normalized. Very true. And that's the thing. I mean, we'll spend more time arguing over whether we should blame the girl or the guy, the girl or the parents, versus putting somebody like him in jail.
Yeah.
And I don't care. R. Kelly gets 100% of the responsibility. He knew that he could trap the minds of these young ladies. The Pied Piper. I remember when he changed his name to that. And I'm like, who's the Pied Piper? And you think that's the guy who, in the fairy tale, that played his pipe and let the little kids out of town. I think to eat them or something crazy. That's what the Pied Piper is.
Really?
Yes. It's a fairy tale. And the guy plays his little flute or whatever, and he leads the kids out of the town.
Huh.
Look this stuff up. I'm telling you, the stuff we just be on the okie doke for. Hey, Jennifer.
No, well, Rico said, no, I seen the Steve Wilkos show was talking about.
Oh, you was mad at the mom. Oh, yeah. That one that I was talking about, that one Steve show.
He said, I'm not going to run through Hallville at 1 o'clock. Exactly right.
I don't even drive through Hallville at like 1 o'clock p.m. It's like 46 a post, so I'm not really going to go through in the middle of the day.
If you at McDonald's Thursday at 12 midnight and get mugged, it's your fault. Not necessarily. See, that's like being at Kroger's and getting mugged. You know what I'm saying? You don't think somebody be at Kroger's mugging people on aisle 14. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people in there. But running down a secluded alley or basically an alley, because that's what the Monon Trail is.
Rico said rats out of town. Now I gotta look it up. There was a fairy tale about. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, the Pied Piper. There's a fairy tale of the kids being led out of town by a. Let me double check it because I remember when it came out. Here, you read some of my comments. Let's see. I think that's where I'm at.
So you read that one?
Yeah.
Janita said the mugger, so I'm saying, so she probably saying it's the mugger's fault. It depends on how you use the word damn. And I used it right because I was talking like the Hoover Dam and the dam at Eagle Creek.
The Pied
Did
Piper
y'all know it was a dam at Eagle Creek? Who knew there was a dam at Eagle Creek?
Okay, so here we go. It's the Pied Piper of Hamelin. It says I think I said that right, Hamelin. The Pied Piper of Hamelin, also known as Pan Piper and the Rat Catcher of Hamelin, is a character of a legend from a town in Hamelin, Germany. The legend dates back to the Middle Ages. It references a piper dressed in multicolored clothing who was a rat catcher. And then, let's see, when the citizens refused to play, he retaliated by using his instrument's magical powers on their children, leading them away as he had the rats. This version of the story spread as folklore and has appeared in the writings of Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, the Brothers Grimm, and Robert Browning, among others. There are many contradictory theories about the prep pipe. Wow, I just want to make sure I got it. I just want to make sure I got
read
it.
The whole thing?
No, I wasn't gonna read the whole thing. So anyway, he led the rats out. He was gonna lead the rats out. Apparently, parents didn't want to pay him.
See, they didn't say hood rats. He was leading the hood rats out. He was trying to get rid of the hood rats.
They didn't pay him, so he let out their children.
Yep.
So maybe R. Kelly didn't get paid for something. Now he's playing his his magical instrument, leading the kids out. So let's see. Exactly, victim shaming is wrong all day long.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull back up my program. Yeah, victim shaming is wrong all day long. Not mine. I just got off work, went to the grocery store and training for a 5K. It's the only time I can get it in. Dang, I can't jog without putting my life in danger. Apparently not. You gotta go jog on a treadmill, which is, I think, worse or something.
Yeah, I mean, you don't put yourself in. Now it's going to a different. We're going into another branch. You know what I'm saying?
There's so many branches at this point. It is,
but yeah, you can't go put yourself in unsmart situations and expect nothing to happen.
Dana said the Monon is a public place.
But at
it's like Central Park
at 9 o'clock at night, there's nobody on it.
Yeah,
you know, you running out there like.
Engineer said hashtag pack the pistol. I can't wait till I get my license. I got a pretty little thing waiting on me.
Where's it at?
Downstairs in the drawer.
Yeah. I got to throw these little tests out every once in a while.
He always be doing it.
I got to.
You should. Let's see. Hey, Larry Chapman, and then see. Just said the person that robs is at fault always. I agree with you, Nikki. Don't blame the victim. Do strippers get raped? Are you allowed to touch them? No. If you do, what happens? You get your butt beat and you get kicked out the club.
See, I'm not saying it's not the mugger's fault. It's not complete. Oh, Jesus.
Jennifer said guys like that act like that every day. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm not sure which part you said they act like, Jennifer. But
you just going to agree clarify with it. You're like, yeah, they jerks anyway. All of them jerks.
Jerkheads. And then she said the Mona, and then Janine said yes. And then uses music to lead the kids away from their parents to have his way. Yep, Pied Piper. Hiding in plain sight. Boom. That's why what's his name? Tupac, he's still alive. Machiavelli. Ain't that what that guy was? The guy that faked his own death? That's plain sight.
7-day theory?
Yeah. What's the 7-day theory?
In 7 days, in the 7th hour, 7 minutes, something like that. Everything lines up with 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like a good kind of conspiracy type deal. So anyway, so let's see. Rico Vine said R. Kelly was talking about the kids part, but he is known for rats. Regardless of whether it's 5 p.m. or 1 a.m., you should feel safe going out.
You should. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But something in your mind should know, wait a minute, there's not a lot of people on the Monon Trail, and I can't see 10 feet left or right. So am I really going to put myself in this situation? No. And
I get it. Common sense. I mean, there's certain things I won't do because sadly we live in a time.
Yes.
And sadly I feel like I could, God forbid, something happened, you get raped, then I'm to blame. There's this great art exhibit. I don't even know where it's at this point. It was a traveling art exhibit called What Was She Wearing? And it's the clothes that people were wearing when they got raped.
Mm-hmm. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, and because it's saying basically when somebody gets abused, they get raped, that's the first thing that we ask. What was you wearing? What did she have on? What was like that's an indicator, like that's supposed to justify why she got raped, when that's not really it. Again, she could be as naked as a stripper.
Go out and say, yep, I'm gonna have my pistol. Damn right. Rico said Kelly wore a mask at everything too.
Wore a mask and everything. Did he win?
Who was Kelly?
R. Kelly.
Oh.
Rick said, age ain't nothing but a number. This man, R. Kelly, had her underage ass making an anthem about how his pedophilia was okay. What a weirdo. I can't help but wonder if R. Kelly peed on Aaliyah too.
Probably did.
Not delicious. Not at all.
Probably did.
Yeah. And I watch a lot of Law and Order too, which is probably not very healthy. But I do. And because kids don't know, you know what I'm saying? We expect them to.
Dana said, I get common sense too. You have to protect yourself, but you shouldn't blame the victim. It's not. Let me clarify myself. In a way, it's the victim's fault for running down the trail at 1 o'clock in the morning by themselves with no protection. Thinking,
and honestly, if we heard that story, we would be like, well, they shouldn't have been running down the Monon
and that's
in the
real.
middle of the night. And we would say that. I mean, we're being honest with ourselves.
But I'm not pointing the blame at them. Of course, it's the mugger's fault, but why would you put yourself in that predicament anyway?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just like me getting pulled over by the cops, my hand's staying on the steering wheel.
I'm not moving them.
You know what I'm saying?
Which doesn't necessarily always guarantee that you're not gonna get shot up.
It doesn't guarantee, but why would you reach for something?
Right.
You see what I mean? So yeah, my hands are staying right there, or I'm hanging them out the window.
Yeah.
But why would you reach for something?
Yeah.
So,
that's true. Engineer said, "Yep, he did wear that Mardi Gras mask."
Mm-hmm.
So he wore a little Mardi Gras mask. But I think at the end of the day, hopefully, all of us can agree that he was dead wrong.
Yeah, of course.
And that we do have to protect our girls.
If you look at a 15-year-old and you get aroused.
Yeah.
That's sick. I couldn't do it.
And even with them being, they look like grown women. My 13-year-old looks like she could be probably passed for a 16-year-old, but she still only passed it for a 16-year-old, not a 25-year-old. We dropped her off to the
my age. If you ain't over 35, I can't even be like,
yeah.
You know,
we got old now.
Well,
I said because we're getting old now.
Yeah, I mean, just if you still looking at I can't even talk.
Yeah. And then I dropped her off at the skating rink last night. And there was some older looking dudes in there. I was like, who are these old dudes? Well, I didn't need to go in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they probably were 17, but I was like, she was waiting on her friends. I'm like, I don't want you to go in there by yourself because then these grown dudes, you sitting there by yourself, they want to spark up conversation or something. She said nobody tried to talk to her but this little boy who looked like he was 10. Well, he was probably 15 because boys grow slower apparently.
Face a cradle robber.
She's 6'5" at that, so everybody her age gonna look like they 6 anyway. But so whatever. Anyway, what makes me mad is R. Kelly's former tour manager said we don't look at ages because their mamas let them stay out all night. How was this a justification to be nearly 30 and up messing with underage girls? I say lock them all up.
Yeah, G said, but I'm gonna say say why you do. Well, I can read that because
babe been drinking, but
I got a different font on my phone, so
it's hard to see. But I'm gonna say, why do you have to have a gun or knife to protect yourself? Americans should be free to roam the streets whenever without worrying about getting robbed or killed. It would be nice. Now, when I went to Poland in college. I mean, we were like walking around the streets till like god awful times of night. And the only reason I felt uncomfortable is one, I was the only black woman in all of Poland. So I wasn't trying to be out too late because I was because I was exotic at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, it was hot. Only because I was the only black woman around, so I would have felt uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And then too, it's a different country, so you don't really know. But I mean, literally, everybody was on the streets all night long, just kind of walking around, and it was a whole lot safer. It's saying, but good old America, you need your gun to walk around. So
I do.
Dana said she ain't going on the Monon at 1 a.m. but 6 at 1 a.m. LOL, but 6 p.m. it's so dark. Yeah. I don't think I'd ever go on to me, going on a Monon is like going to Central Park in New York. Like, yeah, why even chance it?
Pretty much.
No matter what time of day it is. I watch too much Law and Order. So it says, driving while black, what can you do? Absolutely nothing. He's a creep. He definitely is. Well, so 15, 1 through 16. Let's see. Well, so 15 through 16-year-olds do look like grown women, but once walk away. Yeah,
of course.
So 15 and 16-year-old girls, and I promise we can read on this show. We really can read. We can read. I've been reading since I was 3 years old. I really can read. No, that's what we look like. So what? Yeah. That's how we look.
What? Wrong. I'm lying.
If you have not seen that video, we gotta find that video and play it next week. I swear that's how we look right now. Look at his eyes. Look at your eyes. Are your eyes open?
Yeah, they open.
He's so drunk.
Barely.
Let me hurry up and wrap this show up before he say something get us kicked off the air. Stop it. And it said, grown men tried it with my daughter while she was with me. I cussed all of them out and let them know off top. Speak to that one and you're going to have a problem.
See, I would have shot him.
Yeah. This is why some people shouldn't have guns, but they do.
What?
Because you've been and shot somebody just off the top.
I sure was trying to holler
Dana said, right.
See?
Hey, Mary. Hey, LaToya. Let's see. That's my fault. Typos. No, that's okay, Dana. We gonna work our way through it, girl. Because I'm like, what I'm gonna say? Let's see. Rico said, our parts are wrong. The parents should have been in that studio watching and listening.
True.
Yes.
True. And they didn't because, she's with R. Kelly.
And we can't even get parents to stay at a birthday party.
Right.
We can't even get them to stay for their kid's birthday. I have never seen a 15-year-old girl that's gotten my attention. I'm just saying.
Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
So.
Even when I was 15. Well, let me shut up.
I was 12 when Stacey started talking to me.
You was not 12. We're telling people that.
How old was you? 15?
We was like...
Then I was 13. I'm 2 years younger than you. We in the same grade, but I was 2 years younger. I started reading at 3. So I was skipped up a couple of years because I lied about my age, which is a whole nother show topic.
See how they get you trapped, get you married, then they want to say, you was a pedophile.
No, he was not a pedophile. We were both children at the time. So that's totally different. Hey, Amy, we were both children. So.
See, he said he beating ninjas behinds for hollering at his 22-year-old. And that's
let her have a life, okay?
My daughter, she's 21, and she got her little boyfriend, moved in and everything. She's been calling me for the last 2 weeks complaining.
Oh, my God. When I see her number come across the screen, I just start laughing.
Because now she understands why I be like, because Daddy, he's so blah, 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 blah.
I wish she would take advice from us. She's not going to, but I really wish she would. Now, Janaea listened to advice from us here and there with her boyfriends. Remember Travis?
Yeah.
When we told her you deserve more.
Yeah.
Then she started to see she deserved more. So money was in that head and not safety.
Yep.
Definitely.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
All right, Mr. Major's
everybody know that song.
Eyes are getting low. Look at him. He feeling good.
Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low. To the window.
You see what I'm dealing with?
To the wall.
That's the last time I'll make his drink. That's the last time I make this dude's drink.
It's your fault. Everybody, it is her fault.
Whatever.
It is. You put it on the internet, so it's out there. She put this much vodka in my drink, and I had. You notice how it's purple now. I had to drink some and put pop in it because my juice is gone.
He ain't lying.
So it's her fault. And I can't let a good drink go to waste.
Nah, he shouldn't.
And I'm at home. I'm not driving nowhere.
He needs to relax.
Nice.
And we said, what did I walk into? Oh, Lord. Girl. You got the tame part of it. No.
Wait a minute. What part did you walk in on?
She didn't walk. She just walked in and you singing from the window to the window to the wall. Thank you so much, Daniel. Yes, good night. We're about to wrap up the show anyway because it is at that point where we're going to get the FCC phone call. We're going to be shut down.
What is that?
This is The Edge. This is our show. It tips on the edge.
We over here. Over there.
Amy said, whoop that trick. That's what she walked in on.
See? Where is that from?
I can't remember what that's from.
You know what that's from.
Whoop that trick. I can't remember. It's in my head, but I can't remember.
What was the other song? There was a whole soundtrack. I can't even think of the other song.
We're about to wrap it up. Hey, Stacey. She's setting you up for later. Maybe. Who knows?
See, I'm going to act like I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Renee. Good night. We're about to wrap it up. We are wrapping it up. We've been on for a little over an hour. Like an hour and 15, 20 minutes. We are done. Thank you for sticking with us as we went through our new graphics and we got to show some of our new stuff that we got. Please join us next week as we talk about whatever we end up talking about. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
It can be the topic of Legos.
Got his head on my balancing. I'm Miss Nikila.
I'm not Mr. Majors.
We want to thank you for joining us this week on Speak On It, where we like to keep it fun, keep it real, and keep it aligned with the Word of God.
As closely as possible.
Today it was about this close. Next week we'll try to get it closer.
That's a pretty good
It's a pretty good show, huh? Thank you guys. Peace.